So as you mentioned, you interviewed over 150 executives and CIOs as part of your research. What were some common themes you found from organizations who were able to successfully leverage technology and information for a competitive advantage?
So basically there's 4 phases, and you divide them up into the first 2 and the second 2. The first 2 are pretty much foundation phases, and the second one are more strategic phases. So the first one is delivering services exceptionally well. A CIO will never be able to have a business conversation if they can't get the basic services right. Email, telephony, supporting all the business solutions, financial systems, HR systems. Because just imagine if they can't get it right and they want to have a discussion with the business and they knock on the door and they say, "Hey, Mr. Business VP, I got a great idea how we can help you improve sales." What do you think the response is going to be? Straighten out the email system, straighten out the sales order application. When you get that done, come back and visit me. So delivering services exceptionally well is a no-brainer and has to be done, and it really takes a long time. It's not as easy as one thinks. The second one is really, from a learning perspective, is really interesting. So CIOs and the IT organization really need to understand the business and the business processes, user experiences, which means what are the value points in the value chain that consumers receive value. And then the third, as I mentioned earlier, is about improving the business skills of IT personnel, because they have to be able to speak business speak if they're going to work in business teams to leverage information and technology. So those are 2 foundation components. So now that you get to the point where you do have a trust-based relationship and you can communicate appropriately with the business, so the third phase is really about implementing initiatives that drive margin. So there are things CIOs have done, which we'll talk about, that really have increased sales and at the same time have reduced costs, not only on the business side, but on the IT side. As CIOs are working with the business, the 4th phase is really the one that's interesting, leveraging technology strategically to innovate value. This is where you really change the business model of how companies operate.
So while it's about IT departments having to be, of course, infrastructure focused, making sure emails get out and your laptops are working, they have to start becoming more strategic and bottom line focused.
Yes, and they really have to start thinking with their business brain. So it's all about being business focused, and the whole technology part is sort of under the covers because business people don't want to know about that.
Right.
But as a CIO, if you can really help the business improve their bottom line by improving margin or changing the business model, as some have, that's what it's all about. It's not about applying the greatest and latest technology.